Welcome back to another YouTube video. I'm currently sat outside Pure Gym. Yes, I know, I'm training at Pure Gym quite frequently recently, but that's because Bodyworks in Deal, the one with the calibrated weight plates and the specialised barbells, the metal dumbbells, etc., their opening times have not gone back to normal just yet. So until they go back to normal, I'm going to be training at Pure Gym in Dover. Just some food for thought before I go into the gym and do some bench pressing. What makes you think you deserve lots of money, a nice house and a nice car? When you can't budget and manage your finances, if you don't know how to manage your finances, or clean and tidy your house, or maintain your car, even though you seem to think that if you have lots of money, or a nice house, or a nice car, that you'll do those things, I guarantee it, you won't. You'll end up blowing the money, making the house a state, and ragging and ruining a shiny new car. In order for you to deserve lots of money, a nice new house and a nice new car, you need to learn how to respect the things that you have now. You need to learn how to manage the amount of money you have right now, to sort out your current house or flat or wherever you live, even if it's a bedroom, or keeping on top of the maintenance and driving your current car effectively and efficiently before you even think about having lots and lots of money, a nice house and a new car. In order to become someone that you want to be and have the things that you desire, you need to work towards becoming that person and take action towards the things that you desire. You do not deserve those things until the things that you have now you know how to tender to correctly. There's a lot of wisdom up in this noggin of mine. I may be able to horsecock some serious weight, but I can also horsecock some serious thoughts. Anyway, let's go into the gym and start bench pressing. Hello there, YouTube audience. I'm currently sat on the bench with a barbell to the left of me, 2 blues and a yellow, loaded either side. That makes 130 kilos. I'm doing this for 3 sets of 6 repetitions. I've already done 1 set of 6 repetitions with it. The stumble is back as usual. I think you and I will have to get used to it. Anyway, I worked up to a top set of 145 kilos for 1 set of 4 repetitions. Here it is. After I do the barbell bench presses, I'm going to move on to the deficit deadlifts. I also have a bogey up my right nostril that there's no tissues around, so I can't get it out. It's just going to sit there and observe me bench pressing. Perhaps it can learn a few things or two. It'll drop out my nostril, quadruple in size, and start benching with me. I would like a training partner. I don't know about a gigantic bogey as a training partner, but I would like a training partner. I think it would motivate me a bit more, although saying that, I do stay a bit more focused solo as opposed to dual. Starting from tomorrow, because today I've already eaten, I'm going to be intermittent. I'm going to be fasting for about 16 hours straight, and during that fast I'm going to be training, because I've noticed that when I train on an empty belly, I seem to train a lot better. Moving on to some deficit deadlifts with a 20 kilo bumper plate. It's probably about 2 inches of deficit. I know that because I measured myself against it. 220 keys, nope, 225 kilos loaded up on the barbell. That is 4 reds aside plus a little diddy 1.25 or 2. Whatever. Look, it's a 2.5, not a 1.25, alright? I just did a top set, a cluster top set, 1 rep plus 1 rep of 250 kilos. I did wear my belt on the first rep, but where I've bulked up to 95 kilos, the belt was too tight, pushed all of the wind out of me. I had to solely rely on my spinature to lift the weight, to hoist the weight, to horsecock the weight. That was a true raw dogging of load. I saw stars, little comets fly across the platform. I said to myself, I think I'm going to pass out. The best thing to do when you think you're going to pass out is find an area you know you're not going to hit your old noggin and just sit there or lay there until it passes. Focus purely on deep breathing techniques. That's where you minimise the chances of you passing out. Because it looks cool on camera. Well, it doesn't look cool, but some people seem to think it looks cool on camera to pass out after a heavy set of deadlifts. But I think it's fucking stupid. You are starving yourself, your brain, of oxygen. Why would you want to do that? I don't know. But if you have done that before, because you thought it was entertaining, there is a good chance you don't have as many brain cells as the average person, which is probably why you do it and why you think it's entertaining to most people, when most people think it's just fucking stupid. Anyway, let's just get on with this set, shall we? We're doing this weight, 225 kilos, for 5 repetitions, and then we've got a couple of back off sets after. Right. The usual dilemma. Thumbs are sore after the top set. Will I ever learn from this? Probably not. I'm probably going to try and force reps with the double overhand hook grip when I'm doing my back off sets. But I know it's stupid because I have the same issue every time. There is no point in me doing my back off sets with thumbs that are already sore and already prone to shredding, ripping, tearing. So the hard body wrist wraps are coming out of the bag and aiding me once more. Again, I really advise these wrist wraps, lifting straps, that's what I was supposed to say, with the 4 rubber strips on the top part for extra grip and the foam pad on the other side to protect your wrists. I really do like these sleeves. Use code Ryan Price at Hardbody. Whew. 205 kilos locked and loaded and ready to be deadlifted. I'm then dropping down to 2 remainder back off sets of 185 kilos for 2, I've already just said 2 sets of 6 repetitions. If you are more observant than me, then you would have noticed on the 2nd or 3rd rep that I released my brace as I was going down, which is an absolute no-no. You want to hold your brace throughout the entirety of the deadlift, from the top to the bottom, and then reset. Because if you release your brace as you are going down, that weight is going to become a lot more heavier and pull you down a lot faster, which, believe it or not, there is actually a form to going down with the weight, nice and controlled in a smooth fashion, as opposed to just dropping it like some people do, aka absolute arseholes. I don't believe in dropping the weight or slamming the weight, and yes, I did it. I had 100 odd people surrounding me, watching my every move, from the facial expressions to the deadlift itself. I got overexcited. Bam! Adrenaline going through. Come on. Obviously I didn't do that. I was like, oh, thank you, as a gentleman does. But, you know, it's a one-time off for me. I don't ever do that. Anyway, yeah, never, ever release your brace throughout the entirety of the movement. Always keep the brace. And then the way I use the lifting straps. I don't completely roll it over and then fold it in and get it really tight. What I do is I fold it over a couple of times. There'll be a little bit kind of sticking out the end, like a little tail. I don't wrap these up incredibly tight because I don't want to rely on them too much. Yes, these do take grip out of the occasion a significant amount, but you can reduce that by wrapping them loosely, which is what I recommend you do, because you don't want to solely rely on straps. Even if you're not competing, you want to build your grip strength, and you can still do that with these sort of straps. You can't do it, however, with things like figure of 8 straps or hooks, because that completely takes away any kind of grip involvement. Now, for the last 2 back off sets of 185 kilos for 2 sets of 6 repetitions. I didn't fumble, I didn't stumble, and I didn't mispronounce it. Fuck me. I don't like the way that feels on my right arm. I do feel like there is some sort of extra tension put on the bicep, which you don't want, because if you carry on doing that repetitively, eventually something's going to go ping. I didn't actually plan on coming to the gym today, so I didn't charge my microphone, which is on red, and I didn't charge my phone, which is on red. Couple of good things though. It's alright. Couple of good things. I bought the tripod. That's you fucking dickhead. I did upgrade the tripod to the bigger, better tripod with the variety of angles. You know, the one that brings it back, not the one that's vanilla. I'm going to buy a DSLR, which is going to definitely up the quality of the footage, and I won't have to rely on my phone's battery anymore, which is pretty damn trash when I'm intensely filming my entirety of the workout, and the microphone is connected to the phone, so the microphone does drain the phone's battery quicker. Yeah, let's just get on with it, shall we? We're doing 100 kilos for 2 to 3 sets of 8 repetitions. I did just work up to a top set of 6 repetitions at RPE 8. That is how I'm going to structure the incline bench press in the next few weeks. Top set of 6 at a certain RPE, and then drop off back off sets at a certain RPE or within a certain RPE. Yeah, I could ramble on about why I'm keeping it within a certain RPE as opposed to just a RPE. Short story is, I think it's having a bit more diversity with your rep range, so 8 to 10, with an RPE of 7 to 9 or 7 to 8 or something like that. Just allows you to fill those gaps in. It makes the workout a little bit more enjoyable, and it allows you to tailor the workout to how your body feels at the time. The good thing about programming incline bench pressing into my workout is that I really enjoy incline bench pressing. Moving on to some pec deck for that optimal squeeze and contraction. Well, eccentric and concentric, as I usually say. Those two words are getting rather boring now, rather tedious to hear, as I can imagine you're probably feeling yourself, although I most likely will not stop saying them, because it is the correct way of talking about exercises. Anyway, back to heck, we've got 59 kilos loaded up. Nice stretch on the tip top of the eccentric, and then a nice pause on the tip top of the concentric. Fairly, speedy concentric, controlled, fairly slow concentric. Okay, yeah. So, 3 sets in total with the aim. 12 reps is the game. That is my first set down. I've got 2 more to go, but because the microphone and the phone are both low on battery, I'm just going to move you on to the next exercise, which I believe is, well, I have a choice between a bicep exercise or the side lateral exercise. I'm not going to do a side lateral exercise. Personally, I've never benefited from side lateral exercises. I've seen that from months of bashing out side lateral raises, and yeah, it grows the side down a little bit, but I get more benefit out of doing just an overhead press. Moving on to, I keep saying moving on. Look, we've got dumbbell shoulder presses, got the 30 kilos. I've already done this for a set of 10 repetitions. I'm going to do this for more. Obviously, I'm going to do more sets. 2 more sets of 10 repetitions with it. I could choose the barbell overhead press, but then that is a hell of a lot of volume in terms of like barbell pressing. So I thought, well, good thing to do. Do the dumbbell overhead pressing today, and then do some sort of barbell overhead pressing on a different day, maybe an accessory day or just a separate day completely. Obviously, my shoulders are going to be fatigued because, like I've said, there's a lot of pressing volume today. The bench presses and the incline bench presses, including this, the overhead presses. Oh, yeah, it's a lot of volume. Anyway, moving on to, I believe, barbell curls. A phenomenal pump in my biceps, but that's because for the last several months I've been focusing on hammer curls excuse me, to improve my grip and forearm strength, which ultimately improves my double overhand hook grip. I can hold on to heavier loads, I can hoist heavier loads. Anyway, moving on to the tricep exercise. Thankfully, I can squeeze in my last exercise, which is dumbbell double arm, not single arm, skull crushers. And I'm telling you now, just done a set of it, it hits differently. It absolutely eliminates all of the muscle fibers in the tricep themselves. Anyway, I better crack on with them before my phone dies as well. Otherwise, just me talking about an exercise, not doing it, and that's unacceptable. That is a wrap for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like, subscribe, and turn off that don't turn off that notification bell. Turn it on. Goodbye. The pump is pretty damn gnarly right now. I'm not just going to sit around until my phone dies and waste it. Look at that.